$348 people were arrested during the May 18, 2026 protest. 64 of them walked out of police cells. No charges, no court order, no public explanation. And now, the man who opened that cell door is the one sitting behind bars. The official charge is abuse of office, but in a police station in Kenya, nobody opens 64 cells during a live national security operation and of their own initiative. Nobody. So on May 18th, 2026, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen confirmed publicly that 348 suspects had been arrested across Nairobi as fuel price protests turned violent. 4 people were killed, 33 seriously injured. The government needed to show it was in control. But at Nairobi Central Police Station, the most strategically important police station in the county and in the country, sits OCS Chief Inspector Dishen Angonya, allegedly released 64 of those suspects without lawful authority. And by noon, the following day, he was the one in that cell. Every confirmed fact comes directly from the police occurrence book file at Langata Police Station and from the reporters' verified reporting dated May 19, 2026. Angoya, a chief inspector, was arrested on Tuesday, May 19 at approximately 12 p.m. The arrest was carried out personally by the Deputy Regional Police Commandant. The charges is abuse of office. The specific allegation is that he released 64 suspects on Monday, May 14th, 18th without lawful authority, and that the action amounted to improperly conferring a benefit to himself. The OB reports confirm the suspects had been arrested for public order offenses. Angoya was placed in a custody at Langata Police Station. The reports noted he was complaining of high blood pressure. He was expected to be arraigned at Kibera Law Courts on Tuesday morning. CS Kipchumba Murkomen had stated publicly on May 18th that 348 suspects were arrested as protests turned violent due to the infiltration by alleged criminal gangs. He vowed legal actions against the suspects, stating that banning of vehicles must be called out as criminals. The government's public position was firm, visible, and on record. These arrests mattered. These cases would be prosecuted. Accountability was coming. That is not on the public record. Who, if anyone, spoke to Angoya between the arrest on Monday evening and the release that same night? A chief inspector at Nairobi Police Station, the nerve center of the security in the capital city, does not release 64 protest suspects during a live national security operation in direct contradiction of the Interior CS public position on his own initiative without calculating the consequences. That is not how the Kenya Police Service work. You do not reach OCS at that station by making impulsive career-ending decisions during a high visibility political moments. Either Angoya acted on an instructions from above that was subsequently denied when the political cost became clear, or he made a procedural decision that became politically inconvenient the moment the government needed to demonstrate its strength. Either way, the deputy regional commander showed up personally to make the arrest. In Kenya's ranks, senior commanders do not do that for routine disciplinary matters. They do it when the arrest itself needs them to be. In Kenya's security system, the man who opens the cell goes to court. The man who told him to go to open those gates goes home. What is truly at stake here is the integrity of the entire security response to the May 2026 protest, and whether accountability in Kenya's police service moves vertically or only horizontally. The government arrested 348 people to send a message that violence during protests has consequences. That message collapsed the moment 64 of those arrests are undone by a single decision at a single police station on a single evening. So if Angonya acted entirely alone for reasons he will have to explain in court, then the system is working. One bad actor identified, arrested, charged. But if Angoya acted on an instruction from someone above him, and that instruction has since been denied or buried, then what Kenya is watching is not accountability. It is its performance. The power in this story sits at the top of the police command chain, and above it, the costs sit with Angonya, with the families still in custody, and with every Kenyan who needs to believe that the law functions the same way regardless of who makes the phone call. Here is the hard question. The Kenya Police Service is a command structure, instruction flown downwards through ranks, and a chief inspector at the country's most strategically sensitive station operates within that structure at all times. So why is the entire investigation and prosecution focus on the OCS who opens the cell rather than the establishing and making public who spoke to him, what was said, and whether any instructions, recorded or unrecorded, preceded the release of those 64 suspects?